Hi everyone, we're here at Summer Breeze 2022 in the glorious Corfu, and we're here with Steve Collazo from Odyssey. Lovely to see you. How are you doing?
Very well, thanks.
Are you good? Well, how's it feel to be at Summer Breeze 2022?
Well, this is the second time.
Oh, what?
First time was in October, and there were still a few restrictions around.
Yeah.
And this time it's been 10 times just more glorious. I had got to bring my band.
It was a gig and a half.
Yes, indeed.
So it was awesome.
Amazing atmosphere.
Oh, it's a cool place. It's
Yes.
a cool, great place to be.
Yes,
you did some classic Odyssey.
Yeah.
You did some covers, and you did some new Odyssey. Can you perhaps name some tracks from each genre?
Well, yes, my man. We did new versions of Odyssey classics. That would have been Native New Yorker. Use It Up and Wear It Out. We also did Don't Tell Me, Tell Her. Going back to my roots, to name a few, my arrangements, excuse me if I seem whatever, but you know, I've been playing these a long time and I needed to do something else with them without corrupting them too badly. We did stick in a couple of new tracks, one being Sooner or Later, which I wrote with Miss Romina Johnson, who some people might remember. She had a big hit in the 90s with Ooh, You're Moving Too Fast.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, indeed. She also performs with Odyssey, you know, from time to time. Yes, so it was Sooner or Later, New York City, brand new one that I was just talking about. And what else did we do? Oh, some covers, yes.
Yeah.
And they were just our favorites from some of our favorite artists, not least is Boogie Oogie, which was done by Taste of Honey originally. Thinking of You by Sister Sledge, and Get Down On It by Kool and the Gang.
Cool.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Three of our favorites, three of everybody's favorites.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with those songs, so we include them in our set, and we had a ball playing them.
They are awesome tracks. Songs that you love, or is it artists you respect, or is it just something you go, do you know what, that really fits with the whole?
Actually, the answer to that question is all of the above, and I would add one more thing.
Yeah.
I know the Brits very well.
Yeah.
And I find there's no point in pulling out some obscure album track that nobody's going to know. You might put up with one, maybe two if they're both jigging enough.
Yeah.
But you're not going to sit, when I see the Brits fold their arms, I know I have pressed my luck too far. It's time to move on.
You know us far too
Oh, yes.
well. You do.
So I've chosen, first of all, those songs are our era, those covers. They're songs that we like, but they're also songs that I know the Brits love.
Yeah.
And I also know, and I don't mean any disrespect to my colleagues, but most of my colleagues absolutely won't touch too many covers.
Right.
But I mean, you've only got so many hits, which is really what most people want to hear.
Yeah.
And if you're going to do other stuff, like I said, you can maybe pull out one, maybe two. I never pull out more than two, either a new Odyssey track or a relatively little known Odyssey track. I'll pull out two at the most.
Yeah.
But mostly, I want to keep that groove going. I want to keep that party going. I want to keep everybody singing along. And so those songs do the trick. So Boogie Oogie is not ours.
Yeah.
But we love it.
Oh, it's a great track.
The audience loves it. And you can hear everybody singing along. And the Sister Sledge is thinking of you.
Oh, it's classic.
You know, and get down on it. You know,
exactly.
everybody loves those songs. And they know them. And it just keeps, you know, so you interject them in between the Odyssey classics and everything. And it basically keeps everybody going, and I think that's why our show is really working. And we had a ball, I must say.
Yeah. How do you see Odyssey sort of going from here?
It's kind of going backwards and forwards. I was just telling some ladies outside that about 20 odd years ago, my mom and I had written and recorded some material for the next Odyssey album, which is what I had come here for and initially to the UK for, to produce this next Odyssey album. And the next thing we knew, you know, we started the recordings, we started doing some things, we re-recorded some of the hits, and then we wrote some new stuff. And then the gigs started and we got busy, and that's always what happens in this industry. You're either on the road and you're touring and you have no time really to get in the studio, or you get in the studio, you have the time and you don't have the headspace or something. So this time went on, we had kind of started, or we were doing this album in bits and bobs and recorded bits and this and that, and we just didn't get the time to finish it. And the next thing I know, my mom left this earth. And so I couldn't, after that, I couldn't bring myself to listen to this material again. I just couldn't do it. There's an old saying my mom used to say, that out of all evil comes some good. So out of the evil of lockdown came the good of my finally, after I'd cleaned my flat for the 750th time and sold everything that wasn't nailed down and all the rest of it, I finally made myself call up this material, go fire up my computers, and okay, let me dig all these old files out. I had to grieve a bit to get through it, because I didn't actually grieve when I lost her, because that happened kind of quickly, and I was busy looking after everybody else. My mom had hundreds of thousands of fans around the planet. So, and then next thing I know, I had to get back to work.
So you were doing all that stuff, and you didn't have time to sort of take it in yourself.
So I came out with a new track. Well, it's called New York City. There are about 5 mixes of it or something. But I did 3 of them, and a few other people did the other 2. I'm insufferably pleased with myself. Oh, I need to stop hitting that microphone. I'm so sorry. And it was the first step. So to answer your question, I'm going to finish that album. It will have some things that she and I wrote, and some of the classics done a new way. I think Inside Out is going to be next. I think. And hopefully that will give us some longevity. There'll still be the voice that everybody knows and loves. But even the classics are a little bit different, a little different take on it, not sampled and blah, blah, blah. This is actual performance, posthumous. And I'm really excited about it. It's just like the first time. I'm gigging. I've probably been more places in Britain than most Brits. So, you know, it's finding that time frame where I can get in the studio and just finish these things. Now that the grieving process is done and stuff, and now I can listen to it and enjoy it.
Something good came out of COVID.
Out of COVID, yes. if there is such a thing.
If there is such a thing.
Yes, indeed.
No, that's incredible. So, Steve, it was amazing to meet you and hear so much about new Odyssey, classic Odyssey. You've got a new song coming out, New York City. It's available on all platforms right now. Go and buy it now. Okay, Steve, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure talking to you.